Now, in case you are an avid fan of Real Housewives of Kawangware, you definitely know this lady. She has been an actress on this show for quite a while. In fact, we loved her. She was awesome. She went by the name of Njambi on the show, but her real name is Bernice Njeri. Now, Bernice has come out and claimed a few facts that are along the lines of, my man is a bit of a no is a narcissist. Let me not sanctify it. Is a narcissist and a violent person. And all of these things happened very quickly. Now, she then continued to answer a lot of questions to her fans, because obviously you're not just going to call someone a narcissist and a violent person. He violated you in one way or another. We don't know whether it's physical or otherwise. Please let us know, in what way has he violated you, and in what are the signs of this narcissism that you clearly saw. So people went and asked questions. For example, how did you know? She started off by explaining the story. We've known each other for 6 years. We've lived together for 5 years. For her, it seemed like it was a come we stay sort of marriage. All right. So they've been together for 6 years in total. They're not legally married. She said, we have not legally gotten married, but I left since he was very insecure and I felt drained by the relationship. So we're like, okay, was that it? She continued to say, I tried to protect his image for a very long time. I think the moment I hinted about being in a troubled relationship, it caused alarms on my social media. So I wanted to just let people know it was over. We're like, all right, what else? How did he, we're not seeing where the problem is so far. I mean, a guy just being a bit protective is being stated as disrespectful or narcissistic or violating to you. She continued to say that apparently he was very disrespectful to her. He provided for everything in the family, but he was disrespectful. And this is how he was disrespectful. He blocked my male friends and every time questioned me about my whereabouts. And it drained me mentally. So we're like, okay. She actually said she stopped even posting about their blended family. She was ashamed of being in a relationship. I mean, she was ashamed of falling out of this relationship and now starting to explain to people that she's left the relationship because she just wasn't comfortable about it. The shame of being in a relationship or having fallen victim to an abusive relationship actually kept me in longer. That's why than I should have been in that relationship. Finally, I had the courage and I left, okay? I have moved on, but I don't think marriage is for me. I am looking for someone who wants to be in a relationship with me. Living with a narcissist is very tough and you can never identify them. I thought it was forever, it was a forever thing, but that was not her fate. So in all this, I'm still feeling that there's a lot of, these are very big words to call someone. Abusive and narcissist.
Yeah.
These are very, very huge terms to call someone. So in all of this, I was literally looking for a place in which he exempted or exhibited signs of narcissism. Like, give us actual examples. Not that you're the victim and then we're now victim shaming you. No, all I'm saying is it would help if we could paint a picture in our minds. Okay. Anyway, a lot of people reached out to her. They're like, oh, we're really sorry about it. We're hoping that everything is okay. And she was very grateful. She was like, thank you guys for the messages. Thank you for all the support and all of that. But that was not the end. The person she decided to accuse also decided to respond. And this is what he said. Nelson, who was her partner for these 6 years, responded on his social media stories by saying, sometimes it doesn't matter how nice you are or how kind you are or how caring you are or how loving you are. It just isn't enough for some people. So I'm just still at that point where I'm not sure. I'm not seeing the picture very clearly. I do understand that yes, obviously someone, being on your case and constantly being rattled every time you go out and you have to come back home and explain yourself is a form of emotional abuse, right? Someone who's constantly blocking your friends and not allowing you to be around your male friends is a sign of huge insecurity. But I need more.
Yo, listen. The minute you give us all of your business, the minute you put out your personal relationships out on social media, please expect feedback from us because you are letting us in on very intimate details. Obviously, we're going to perceive it very differently. But the way, Njambi, exposed this whole story was a bit
Lackluster.
like I understand you might be feeling a bit of frustration and you might be trying to protect, you know, the father of your children, but at the same time, we need more. Like, I need to know what exactly did he do to you, because from, you know, from us outside looking in, it just looks like you had a very normal marital dispute.
The man was a little insecure.
Yeah, you guys fought about it and you moved out, you packed your things and you moved out, and now you're just being bitter about it. And because you're now a social figure, a social media person, it's now being amplified. It could have been a very small fight. Let me tell you, do you know how many times I packed my bags? You know? So imagine if every time I packed my bags and went to my mother's house, okay, it hasn't been a lot. I just did it
Just
once.
once.
Okay? Imagine if I had done that and posted everything on social media. It would have been so amplified, and it was just such a small thing. You know, looking back, I don't even remember why we fought. But right now, because you're a, you know, social media figure, every little thing you're going to put out on social media is going to be amplified. But also the narcissistic part. It's a very huge word to call a person.
It's very huge.
And it's reminding me of how the Neo and Crystal story, you know. Crystal posted on her stories about how this man, actually like on a static post on Instagram, he's a cheater, blah, 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 blah. He slept with a prostitute. Do you know this man liked the picture? Now that's a narcissist. You know, you're calling him out, you've said all these things, and he goes on a double tap. That is full-blown narcissism. But from this part, to be
honest,
I hope you find what you're looking for. I just hope you find peace and comfort and just find yourself. Because sometimes we don't know ourselves and we're expecting everyone else to make us happy when it is our job to make ourselves happy.
But again, we're not victim shaming. By the way, let us be very clear. We're not victim shaming in this case. We're just saying we haven't gotten enough of the gist to be polarized. As in, we're not going to go team Njambi, yet we don't know what Nelson's story is. Because we've done this many times and we've gotten bitten for it. So in this case, we're waiting for more. We're waiting for more. Yes.
You'll tell us. When you're ready, you'll tell us and we'll hear.